In the previous slide, we have discussed the term distance, displacement, velocity and acceleration. Now, with the help of all these things, we will proceed to the next part, that is equations for motion. Now, before going to this equation of motion, let us have a graph by means of which we will derive these three equations for motion, and that equations are v is equal to u plus at, or you can write this equation also, v minus u is equal to at, or s is equal to ut plus 1 of at square, and third one is v square minus u square is equal to twice as. These are the three equations. The first equation is this one, second equation is s is equal to ut plus 1 of at square, and third equation is v square minus u square is equal to twice as. So these three equations we have to derive. So dear student, first of all we will proceed for the different graph. Now the three graphs I have shown here, that is nothing but position time graph. So when the object moves with respect to time, then what will be the nature of the graph? From these three graphs, you will come to know how the graph can be plotted in different situations. For example, here on y-axis I have taken position, and on x-axis here I have taken time, and y-axis here I have taken the position. This is your position. Now you can see here the line AB, whatever you have plotted, that is parallel to the x-axis or time axis. Now how you plot this graph? You have plotted this graph with the help of the points, and that points you have collected for the position and the respective time. So let us consider here, initially the object is at a certain distance from you, for example 10 meter. This is nothing but point A, or on y-axis the position is at 10 meter. So whenever you will start your reading, that time initially the object is at 10 meter. Now after 1 minute the object is at same position. After 2 minutes the object is again at same position. So you got these different points, and whenever you will connect all the points, then you got a straight line AB which is parallel to the time axis. What is the meaning of this one? The meaning is that this graph indicates the object is at rest or stationary. That means when in position time graph the line AB is parallel to the time axis, then that graph represents the object is at rest or stationary. Now coming to this second graph. Now here also on x-axis I have taken time, and on y-axis I have taken the position here. Now this is the case that from the rest, suppose any object starts and it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. For example, here 1 meter in 1 second, so you got this point. 2 meter in 2 seconds, you got this point. Like this point if you got, and if you connect all this point, then the nature of the graph is a straight line passing through origin, and that is the case of uniform motion. Now moving to the third point, this graph of position time graph of an object when it is moving with constant negative velocity starting from the positive position. For example, initial position is this one at point F, and with respect to time the position goes on decreasing like this. For this time period this is the position, that means this is the position. For this time period this is the position. For this time period this is the position. So this is the point. So after joining all the points you will get this type of nature, and this nature is nothing but the object is moving with constant negative velocity starting from the positive position. So dear friends, these all three graphs represent the position time graph of an object. Now moving to the next graph. This graph is of velocity time graph of an accelerated motion. Now what is meant by acceleration? Acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity. That's why here on x-axis I have taken time. This is your time on x-axis, and on y-axis I have taken the velocity here. Now in the first graph you are getting the same line AB parallel to the time axis or x-axis. Now initially when you will start reading, or suppose the object is in motion and it is having some velocity, that point is nothing but your A point here. So suppose the velocity is 40 meter per second, then after 1 minute again the object is having velocity 40 meter per second, again after 2 minutes the object is having the same velocity, again after certain time they are having the same velocity. So you can say that the object is moving with a constant velocity. So this graph, velocity time graph, represents the object is moving with zero acceleration, that is constant velocity. Now zero acceleration means what? You are not going to increase the velocity, you are not going to decrease the velocity, you are keeping the velocity constant. That's why there is no acceleration. And you can observe whenever you are driving a bike or four-wheeler, that time if you are not going to accelerate, as last period I have told you, here is the accelerator. The accelerator is nothing but in your right hand, and if you will not accelerate that one, then you can say that the car or the object will move with a constant velocity, and you can see that one in speedometer also. Coming to the next graph, this graph, velocity time graph. In this graph, the object is starting from the rest or having the initial velocity 0, and for each interval of time you have covered the same velocity. That means for 1 minute having 40 meter per second, 2 minutes again 80 meter per second, like that, then you are getting the graph which is nothing but the straight line passing through origin. What this graph indicates? This graph indicates the object moving with constant positive acceleration having zero initial velocity. This you can compare with your own case. If you are driving the bike or the car, then if the car or the bike is at rest position, then if you go on increasing the velocity, that means if you go on accelerating one, then the velocity changes. So that velocity changes is nothing but your positive acceleration. Now next graph indicates the, now in this graph, third graph, this graph you can see here BC is the line where B is nothing but having certain initial velocity. So initial velocity means what? Already the object is in motion, and whenever you want to take the readings, that time that object is having certain velocity. Suppose that initial velocity of that object is 40 meter per second, and now from 40 meter per second you have taken a different velocity for different time interval. No doubt that is nothing but the uniform one. So starting from 40 meter per second up to certain velocity, suppose 80 meter per second, you got this point C here for this particular time interval. Then by joining this B and C, you will get the graph when the object is moving with positive constant acceleration having some initial velocity. Already I told you at the point B it is having some initial velocity, suppose that is 40 meter per second, and from 40 meter per second with uniform velocity, or you can say having the constant positive constant acceleration, you got the graph like this one. Now in third case, in this graph now, or the you can see in figure D or the fourth graph, again this graph indicates the object is moving with increasing acceleration having zero initial velocity. That means initially the object is having a zero velocity, that means the object is at rest, and then it increases its velocity with respect to time. Therefore we can say that you will get the nature of the graph like this. Now remember here the difference between this second graph and the fourth graph. In second graph, that is nothing but the equal velocity in equal interval of time, but in the fourth graph you can say the velocity is different with respect to the time. So you can say if it goes on increasing velocity with respect to time, then you can say that is nothing but your increasing acceleration having some initial velocity. So these four graphs represent the velocity time graph of an accelerated motion. Now dear friends,